Hello and welcome. So my name's Mike,
I'm Deanna.
and we're gonna try to record our journey. This is June, and it's very nerve-wracking being on camera, but I suspect maybe you get a little better at it. What we decided to do was sail around the world. So we're picking up our new house. It's a 2025 Balley 4.6 catamaran sailboat from the factory in France. We actually leave for the airport in 2 hours. And we plan to sail it across the Atlantic, about 5,800 nautical miles to Fort Lauderdale. Then we're going to complete an upfitting project, take about 6 weeks, and then leave Florida to explore different nations and cultures and hopefully circumnavigate the entire world over a period of maybe 3 to 5 years.
How did we decide to do this?
We have a list of questions we're going by. How did we decide to do this?
So we had no plans of sailing. It had never been on either our radars, but we love to explore and had planned to go spend the year in 2025 traveling around the US in our RV. And last summer, we spent a week aboard a sailing catamaran in the BVI's with a friend of ours and fell in love with it and just really got addicted to the idea of dramatically changing our lifestyle and taking a huge leap. And so a couple months later, one boat show later, we jumped in and said, why not? And made the decision to get a sailing catamaran and sail around the world.
Pretty good summary. Why are we doing this? I think it's because we have an explorer spirit. We love God's creation and meeting new people and cultures, like being in the outdoors. We also love challenging ourselves and trying to do something new, and neither of us are sailors. I don't think until 6 months ago either of us had ever sailed ever. And Dee's really her maiden voyage of sailing, where she's like, okay, let's talk about how we do this thing, is going to be crossing the Atlantic. So
What better way to learn?
She's a brave explorer soul. So I think that's why you're doing it. Next question is, what are you most worried about?
For me, it is all the unknowns. We don't know really if we're going to love this lifestyle. We don't know if our dogs are going to love it and be okay. Are we going to be safe? What does it look like when we're in rough seas? It's just, there's so much we don't know. And although that is also what I am most fearful of, it is what I am most excited about as well. Just being able to overcome that and challenge ourselves and push ourselves to the limit and be uncomfortable and come out the other side and hopefully what is going to be an incredible new lifestyle change.
Yep. For me, I'm most worried that we wouldn't thrive in this environment, that we'll miss our family and friends, and that we'll just miss people too much and being disconnected from them and not in the same place. That we'll just look back and go, man, that wasn't great. Mm-hmm. So worried about that, but also trying to take lots of plans to have people come and visit and stay connected and use technology and all that good stuff. So hopefully it'll work out. And what I'm most excited about, which was the next question, which you jumped ahead. That's perfect. It's not a strict format. And I am most excited about, we're both scuba divers, and we are going to have a scuba compressor and dive tanks on the boat. And so I'm very excited to scuba dive in all the new places. I like the challenge of learning new things. I'm excited about that. And I think it's going to be really cool to do something that both Dee and I are not good at. And so we have to learn and we have to get good. And we're kind of like little baby deer that are like walking and learning to walk together and having this challenge. And I think it's going to be cool to hopefully develop into a really good team where we're really competent sailors and we count on each other, and we just make a good team in this challenge, because it's not all sitting around drinking Mai Tais. I mean, I think there's some of that. But also there is some legitimate other challenges. So that's what I'm excited about. why are we sharing our experience?
I think for me, a lot of it is to
Steve really wants to be an internet influencer.
Absolutely. It's my dream. No, to stay connected with family. It's going to be hard to leave our friends and family. I'm really struggling with that. And I think this is a way for them to remain connected in our lives and hopefully lure them in to come spend some time with us as well. And also to have something for us to look back on. This is a unexpected, crazy experience for us that we never saw coming. And I think we really want to have something that we can look back at and remember these great times.
And capture some of the emotions and be like, oh, remember when we were worried about that? Oh, it turns out that was the silly thing to be worried about. Or, you know, it's, if you don't do some documentation along the way, you kind of forget all of it. And it just turns into a memory, good memory, hopefully. But we're excited about that. So some of it's for us. And then I would add that, you know, we were encouraged by some of the other people who shared their sailing experiences. I think watching some of those people, particular shout out to Holly and Ray on Sabado, without some of those experiences, like we might not have made that jump. And so, you know, if we can be an encouragement to anybody else, or they can pick up and learn something from our experience, then that'd be great too.
And it's great to see the good and the bad of the lifestyle. You know, it's not all amazing. There are challenges. And so I really appreciate being able to see those challenges and how they overcome it. And I think for the dogs in particular, I have found so much value in adventure crews sharing their experiences with their dog. And I really think that the people who are able to document that, it really helps us feel a lot more comfortable about jumping into this lifestyle and not having to leave our dogs behind. That is something that was not an option for us. And so being able to share our experiences with our dogs and the challenges and joys that we have with them, I think will be hopefully helpful for others as well.
Totally agree. On to that next question.
Right. Why the boat name Sojourner?
I will take a shot at that. So we had a lot of different names. You know, that's obviously a big process, and you know, thinking and praying and wondering. And a sojourner is defined as someone who travels to far lands, does not have a permanent place they reside, and relies on the goodwill of the local populations in order to thrive. And we think that's a fitting name for a boat, which will soon be our home as we sojourn around the world. And in order to thrive, I think we have to be really connected and rely on local populations. And we're excited to meet those people. We're excited to see and connect with other humans. We're connected people, and so that was the name, Sojourner.
Do you want to talk about our tagline?
Let's do it.
All right. So our tagline is "Life begins at the end of your comfort zone," which we felt was very fitting for this decision we have made to jump into something we are incredibly unfamiliar with and just going all in.
Got to do it sometimes. I have two kiddos who are both in college at this point, you know, pretty well established, and we joke because their whole life, I'm like, man, most of your life, it's 10 seconds of courage. It's jumping in and doing something when you're afraid to do it and just saying yes, and I'm going to do that. And I felt like this decision was some of it. You're like, there's no, if we keep thinking about this, we're going to say no, and just say yes, man. Just give it a try, and you know, try to be wise in your decisions, but also sometimes you just got to go for it. So anyway, we're going to be posting, just so you know, kind of how our strategy is. Oh, if you want like highly edited, beautiful videos, like do not subscribe. This ain't it. I don't know. That's not our deal. That seems like a lot of work.
And thank you for those who do that work, because we have really benefited from it, and it is greatly entertaining. We love watching those videos. Don't know that we will be those people, but thank you.
Probably not. But what we have designed is we have a website, svsojourner.com, and you can join the crew there. There's no cost or anything. But basically, when we post something new on the website, you'll get a little email that says, hey, you know, we posted something. And whether it's a video or text or whatever, kind of like a blog. And then we're also on Instagram at svsojourner. I think it's SV underscore Sojourner.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be posting some pictures and some short little videos as we go. And it's a way to, connect with family and friends and stay updated. But that's what we're going to do. If you're not an Instagram person, because I am not, our website actually has a feed. So if you go to the website, you see everything that's on the Instagram. You don't have to sign up and get into all that social media business if you don't want to.
Thank you for following along. We're excited to share.
All right. Well,
that's it.
Bye.